Let me introduce us. So I'm the casting director. LaRon Hall is our producer of the film. We have Iman, the beautiful Iman, who is our director. We have Lauren, who's on our film. I'm sorry, I think Lauren is on the behind the scenes of our film.
Do you think it's going in the right direction? Do you see any, like, I'm not trying to speak anything negative into existence at all. I want this to go as smoothly as possible, just like everybody else does. But like, do you see any upcoming problems or anything like that?
COVID might be a problem because, with all the cases that are rising. So I'm trying to come up with an alternative way that we can shoot the film without, being in the same room with the actors, just in case we do get locked down again.
We call this press conference today to discuss the very concerning increase that we are seeing in COVID-19 cases across Chicago. We will not hesitate to take the steps that are necessary to save our city, to save our residents, and even if that means going back to some of our phase 3 restrictions.
This is a really challenging term. I think, let's be honest, filmmaking during the time of COVID, for lack of a better word, it's got a lot of challenges that students wouldn't normally have to deal with. This is already a difficult class and a difficult experience. So asking students to not only produce their first larger collaborative film within class, but to do it during COVID with these restrictions around people being around each other and masks and people's general uncertainty about going into businesses and locations, it's tricky. So, I don't really know what to expect. It's a crapshoot. Every time you make a movie, you're rolling the dice. There's so many variables. Right now, we just happen to have more variables and challenges than normal. So I expect that the students are going to learn a lot. I have high hopes for the film. I think sometimes when there are restrictions and difficult situations, that pushes people to do really good and interesting work. So I'm excited about both the film and this behind the scenes.
So good. So we'll make sure that's kind of the vibe that you were going for. But everybody else was kind of blasé. She really gave us something that we needed.
I know. I liked her audition tape and I liked the chemistry test and all of that. She was really good.
What about the Milton? Did you like him?
Milton's great. Like, honestly, I saw his audition. I was like,
thank you for coming, Byron. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being an actor.
Okay. My name is Byron Glenn Willis. I've been acting professionally since, I say professionally, I mean as far as union, Actors Equity Association. I joined the union in 99, and I became SAG after about 5-7 years ago.
Okay, so we'll just get started with the slide that I sent you on page 5. Right, this is really hard for me.
I know, Bunny. Getting married is hard. At least the first time. I mean, I've done it twice. Second time was way easier.
Right, this is really hard for me.
I know, Bunny. Getting married is hard. At least for the first time. I've done it twice. Second time was way easier. Okay, great. Thank you. Now, Milton, I know you may be in a dark space, but I want to see your face. It's kind of fading in and out. Let me get some of that light.
And now a little context, like what's, I see that I'm telling her to keep her voice down. We're in a restaurant or something?
Yes. So we're in a diner because that's where you guys have met.
Okay.
To talk about
so this is before,
Yeah, this is before we get to she doesn't want to walk you down the aisle. So at this point,
thanks, guys.
That was awesome. Do you have any questions for us?
I want to know more. Like, I want to see how this whole thing develops, but I guess I'll know if I get the part. But boy, this looks good. Like really good. Who wrote this? Who's the writer?
Our
She's
writer
a
is Janice Jackson. She is at work today, so she couldn't be able to make it.
I'm Janice Jackson, and I am the writer and BTS director for LeftUnsaid. It's a little weird to be in the position of a writer and not be in the position of director at the same time, because I haven't experienced that before. It's a little hard to kind of be like, that's not what I was going for, but okay. But at the same time, it's interesting to see like something I envisioned in my mind be put on screen by somebody else. So I'm really excited to see what happens and the final outcome of everything. I've been really kind of like hands off creatively because I have to disassociate myself from feeling attached to something that's so personal.
I think the experience is different because it's not my film, and I'm kind of I want the actors to build their character. I don't want to really direct them and say, you need to do this, you need to do that. I want them to become the character that they're in. So I like to let people have free range on set.
Well, hi, my name is LeftUnsaid Hall. I'm the producer of LeftUnsaid. Like in person, you get more than what you expect it to be. Especially like with Natara, her performance was completely like phenomenal.
The reading is going very, very well. I'm starting to sort of discover new things about my character and new things about my partner's character as well, and it's really unfolding really quite beautifully. I'm looking forward to just tuning out every single thing around me and getting into scene. I'm just looking forward to making that whole scene come alive, kind of like a stage play, just making it come alive, like no one else is there, and just really doing it.
My name's David. I'm the first assistant director, and today I put together and running the test shoot and the tech scout. I kind of have to start being a little more stringent on COVID guidelines, mainly social distancing for you guys. For crew, it's going to be cleaning our stuff and creating as much space as possible. So we're going to have about 10 to 12 people on set. They're not all going to be here because we can't have them this close, to each other in such a small space. So basically, if you're not going to be on set and you're not doing anything, you're going to have to be somewhere else. Whether that be in the back or outside or in your car or whatever. So I'm going to be a little more stringent on that. I'm going to start enforcing it. So just so we know, next time we're on set, please try to remain 6 feet apart as much as possible.
I have doubts about the ability to get it done. I have confidence in the crew and the cast. If I just got to meet, they're great. The trick is doing it safely. We all have to be kind of constantly on guard, making sure we're safely distant from each other. And whatever people may feel or not feel about that, those are the rules that we've decided, and everybody's signed and agreed to follow those rules of staying 6 feet apart, having a mask on at all times. So that's just going to be challenging. Safety is everybody's responsibility, and we're all going to have to work on that together.
It's tough now because of COVID. I feel like since we don't have that many outdoor shots, a lot of us can like hang around outside, like right now. And we just have to make it work. As filmmaking, you have to do that critical thinking and stuff.
Yeah, because of COVID, it is a lot different. Because we got to wear masks, we got to sanitize ourselves, and then we got to check our temperature, which is so surreal, And I feel like it's taken a while for all of us to be in that realization that this is our new normal.
So far, how are you feeling? Like, how confident are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am an 8. For the mere fact that we did a few test shots of where we need to place the camera, as well as making sure that we had everything under control, as well as making sure we have a lot of our safety precautions in order, like wearing our masks near our talent, which is our actresses.
My favorite part of the process was being a part of a team and being able to create a story that needs to be told. What I face during this project is the fact that we are in a pandemic right now, but that's a big challenge in its own, as well as not being able to be on set, which I actually like to be on set. I like to be more hands-on, but around this time I couldn't really be on set just for personal reasons, so I had to be there virtually and have a co-director to direct the vision that I was trying to convey.
My name is Carter McCall. I am the COVID enforcement officer or regulations officer for the film Left Unsaid. I just was supposed to be present for the filming portion to ensure that we had 10 people on the set at a time, including actors, and that we were abiding by 6 feet. I felt that it went very well. I believe, if I remember correctly, we got done a little earlier than expected as well, so that worked out very nicely.
Hey, my name is James Gerald. I'm the lead editor for Left Unsaid, written by Janice Jackson, directed by Imam Mohammed, and produced by Lauren Hall. My favorite part of the process had to be reconnecting with my co-editor, Jonathan Knowles, also known as JFK. Throughout the process, we were really close to each other in proximity, and it allowed us to kind of reconnect, especially when it came to traveling, giving him a boatload of footage to look through. And overall, the collaborative process was just super fun, and I'm glad I got to have him as my co-editor and make this project worthwhile. Being able to edit and have instructors like, John Otterbacher, Alaric Martin, they really helped me out during this process.
Honestly, I'm so super excited about like everybody seeing it, because I think that this story is very relevant, is very important. This is the type of embodiment of work that I really want to pursue, and that I'm so internally grateful that I'm able to, to pursue this type of work, because this type of work is very personal, it's very raw, it's very real, and it brings so much passion and joy to my life. Um, and I just want everybody to be able to see what we come up with, what we've been doing, and to really see that we put in our heart, our sweat, and our blood and our tears into this film. And I just can't wait for everybody to see it. And I'm just so excited to be a part of this film and to be able to do what I do.